Hey guys, Curly-chan here. This is week 7 of the European LCS Summer Split, and I'm here with Super Hot Crew's support, kaSing. Your first appearance in the LCS was 2 weeks ago at LCS London in front of an amazing crowd. How was the experience for you?
I think it was an amazing experience, if anything. Like, I would like to thank, of course, Super Hot Crew for even asking me to sub. If anything, it was really different, like compared to what I usually play, like in front of. Like, I'm used to going to smaller LANs, like Insomnia, like the biggest UK LAN, or DreamHack even, and to play in front of like 12.5k people, like, I don't know, I was so thrilled.
Did the Super Hot Crew invite you as a sub because Impeller used to play with you in Dignitas UK?
A bit of both, actually. Like, from before, I actually I spoke to Impaler like just usually because I still keep in touch with him and I'm really good friends with him. And Super Hot Crew, they approached me like asking if I could sub for the LCS London week 5. And then since it was around the time, like I was also in another team, in an amateur team, and I wanted to get top 10 for the next Coke split. And then we already made top 10, so I thought, okay, why not? Like, it seems like a good experience, if anything. And then after the first day, I didn't expect actually to do, like, I only had 2 days of practice with SHC. And I mean, I was really nervous, if anything. And I think thinking back to it, it was amazing actually to even play with them.
So I get it, you didn't have any idea that you might stay with SHC for longer?
I was surprised because they picked up Vela like quite recent, if anything. And it seemed to me like Vela was actually doing well with the team because they weren't like last or they weren't doing badly. And I think it was after the second day, like we all went back and, third day, after that. And then Mishai, the manager, he asked me if I would still remain a sub or if I was still interested in like maybe trying out because they wanted me to play for the main roster for them. And I questioned, like, I was actually really surprised that they would even consider me for main roster because initially they wanted me as sub. And yeah, I don't know.
How has it been living with the team so far for you?
It's been good, like developing kind of synergy, I guess, especially with like a bunch of players I don't really know apart from Impaler. Me and MrRallez especially, like we've been getting on really well. And even though I've only played with him for like a while now, I think we could still be better, like definitely.
Any funny stories from the gaming house?
Well, from what I heard with Impaler, like I wasn't there, but apparently there was like blood on the wall, like there was LOL written on the wall in blood, and Impaler like done it as a prank. Like he didn't tell anyone, right? So whenever the next day, everyone just like, well, sorry, I don't know if I'm not. The next day, everyone was just like, who did this? Like, what is this? And then they sort of went to the conclusion that Selfie had some kind of illness that he would just wake up in his sleep to draw on the wall with blood, and everyone was like shocked. And then in the end, like Impaler told them all that it was him, and everyone was just like, yeah.
That must have been interesting. How has been your synergy with MrRallez going so far?
I feel like MrRallez is a really, really talented AD carry. Like I'll call him top tier, if anything, of EUS. I actually didn't expect him to be really good. Like, I mean, I've heard about him because I never really laned with him before. And like the first day we even scrimmed together, it was really smooth, especially like with just reacting to lane pressure, how to trade, etc., etc. And he always followed my calls. Like, even though I was new, I wasn't like completely silent in the lane. I was just telling him what to do and then he'll follow it. And yeah, I think it's going really well.
So let's discuss a bit the game so far this week. You are 2-1 so far. First the game against Alliance, which was actually really close, but in the end I think you made a bad decision going to Baron and they took it from there. So how was it from your perspective?
That game, like, there were a lot of miscommunication, especially like around Dragon fights. Like, I think that's where it snowballed the most. And there was one fight, like we died 3-4-0 and Dragon got taken. So it was just like, yeah. But the thing is, our comp was still still good, sorry. We could still scale back into the game. And then we managed to like pick TF off and then get like a few towers objectives. We slowly climbed our way back up. And then eventually we kind of threw it by the desperate Baron call. It was a 50-50. Like there was a mix, like 2 people didn't want to do it, 3 people wanted to do it. And then, but calls being calls, everyone just trusts the call and goes with it. And even if we lose the game, like as long as people listen to the call, that's fine. And I think it was really good to play against Alliance though. Like it showed us where we went wrong, what else we could have done better, and next time hopefully we'll win against them.
2-0, however, today. First the game versus SK, which was really close. You got the kaSing. Did you expect that?
We didn't expect the kaSing. We actually expected them to ban the kaSing, and we picked like Kale or even Evelyn up. But the thing is, SK usually pick Evelyn against us, like majority of the time. So we didn't really understand why they banned Evelyn. And then when we got kaSing, it was pretty much Cass a win. Like like he just snowballs with 1 kill, and then eventually he can just put so much pressure on the map, and then it got to a point where he could just split push. And eventually, like, we just won the team fight against him. It was still kind of close, though. Like, there were some miscommunications, like, especially at mid fight. We traded, like, 2 for 2, but it should have been, like, at least we shouldn't have died. Because we had the better, like, we had more gold, sorry. We had a better comp, I think. But actually, in thinking back to it, KO and Yorick, we didn't expect Yorick, if anything. Like, that pick, like, just reminds me how sad that champion is. I dislike that champion a lot.
And just now you won against Wolves. For the viewers, it looked like it was really easy for you. Was it like that for really, or how was it for you?
The thing is, we played against Wolves for the first day, I think, in LCS London. Well, that was with me. And even though, like, I don't know, it was kind of weird because when I played with MrRallez, that was like pretty much 2 days of scrims, and it was okay for that. Like, I found it quite easy then. But today, it felt different because me and MrRallez, like, usually we will do well in lane. But this game, I think, is mainly because of the Evelyn pick. Like, we couldn't do as much as we could have. Just Evelyn being Evelyn, like, she's able to put pressure on the entire map. And I felt like it wasn't as easy as, like, last time. Not that they're bad or anything, but I feel like today's game, like, they kind of tilted a bit. That's just how I felt.
Which was the toughest bot lane that you have faced so far in the LCS?
I think the toughest is Alliance's bot lane because, I don't know, I feel like me and MrRallez, we are able to go even or maybe even win, but I think it's mainly their jungle actually. I feel like Shook applies a lot of pressure on the map, which forces our jungler also to react to him, rather than like Shook going to gank bot, because there is difference between someone camping a lane and then someone applying pressure on the entire global map and forcing us to play reactively rather than proactively.
Any shout outs you want to give to the fans or sponsors?
I would like to shout out to Coolmaster and CM Storm and Team Mesa.
Thank you very much for the interview and best of luck for the rest of Super Week.
Thank you. You too.